envoy. I speak for Paradise. That is all you need to know.
Careful, he could be a messenger. Or this could get interesting.
We wait in places you will never think to look. Your mercy for our compatriots has not gone unnoticed. Take this. We deem you worthy. This time, we trust you will remember our gratitude.
Hold a moment. They tell me you're going down World Stair. Business or pleasure? Be careful. There's a lot of island to explore, and a lot of it can kill you dead. Fair warning, Envoy. Before you showed up, Inquisitor Ludwine barged past me. She was looking none too pleased. Don't thank me. In fact, keep my name away from Ludwine's ears. Better if she doesn't know I exist. Anyway, I thought you should know Ludwine's on the prowl. Tread lightly.
As long as she's not on our scent. Given how angry she was about Eagwolf, probably best we give her a wide berth.
Oh, one other thing. Did you hear about that expedition team that went missing in the caves north of the city? It's frightful stuff. Can't imagine crawling through caves for a living myself. The ground's been rumbling something fearsome over there, and those roots have been growing like mad. I hope it's not another strangleroot situation is all I'm saying, because those people are goners. Anyway, I hope you can lend them a hand. Seems like a bad way to go. You're cleared to pass, Envoy.
it!
Worse than rough! Worse than rough!
Here. This is the path Offred told us about.
Just like the good old days.
Watch your step.
If you traveled weeks to see him, you can wait a few more days.
Kara, you would not be so glib if your family's souls were crying out to you for justice.
Some crusty old priest isn't going to change that. The Temple of Aethys is closed. Ugh, I don't know why everyone in the Living Land suddenly wants to see the old kook in there, but it's not happening. Not today, anyway. Probably not tomorrow either. Not with the way they're dawdling.
Since when do you make the rules?
Since I arrived with the big sword.
So you say I need a bigger sword. The Oracle has one. Let me in and I will borrow it.
I'm saying you need to go home because the goddamn temple is closed. The boy made it back to the embassy. I half expected him to kick off on the way there.
He was badly injured and grieving his brother's wounds. I say it is good news.
Sure, until the Inquisitor hears he abandoned his men to go crying for his mum. Right, of course, absolutely. The expedition team entered through the cave just past here. They were carrying a lot of tools and weapons with them, so be on your guard. And Envoy, thanks. I know Offreak will appreciate you looking into this. Yeah, well, you're not just anyone. You're a friend of the Emperor, and that means something. Hey, good luck out there.
To think I traveled all the way from the Archipelago. Who did... Kara, this is unbelievable.
You take lead.
Worse than wrath!
That's it. Door's open. Looking up. Big scene. Something tells me those weren't the last walking skeletons we'll be fighting. Good fight.
Blood and a broken tripwire. Maybe Offric squad passed through here. Look at that. That statue. How did anyone build that all the way down here? Gods. No one knew that was down here.
Rituals.
Zarb's ahead. Just going around them. We can fight if you're feeling itchy.
I think worse than wrath!
Hold it together, kid. We're nearly there.
You're not my brother. I got to be dreaming. Oh, God.
The kid's in bad shape.
I'm not ready. I've never even touched a girl. It's not fair.
Not with that. No. Oh, you mean healing him.
I've got stick prickle balm for the pain, but other than that, not much else I can do.
Sorry, I'm all out of potions. I don't know any healing magic either.
Magic? I had to learn some magic, but only the kind that explodes. I don't want to explode. Please help me. Oh, God, that's wretched. Are you sure you're not trying to kill me?
Gods, calm yourself. Your wound's already closing.
See? You'll be back on your feet in no time.
Oh, wow. I feel leagues better. I thought for sure you were coming to take me back to the wheel. Who are you? What you doing down here? He actually made it? I wasn't sure he'd come through. And he sent the Emperor's fucking envoy. Damn. Am I ever glad to meet you?
Focus. The Free Expeditions Corps. Where are they?
Right. Those assholes. They went on without me after I got hurt. We'll come back for you once we've got the relic, Admin. Honest. Horse shit. Yeda was probably hoping I'd croak so she wouldn't have to tell our freak how she abandoned me. All she cares about is that Oracle and his relic, which is probably just a big old dog bone if you ask me. It's probably still down there, fiddling with the statue. You must have seen it on your way in. I doubt I know much more than you do. I mean, you're godlike, just like him.
Come on, kid. Don't get starstruck now.
Well, he's touched by Aethys, right? And he's supposed to be old, like hundreds of years old. And I don't mean elf old, he's extra old, like Aethys has been keeping him alive or something.
Great. He's old. Anything else?
He used to receive pilgrims, but only the ones who could make it to him. This place, it's like a trial.
Yeah, we've seen the same traps and crumbling buildings you have.
And he's building something. A statue of Aethys, I think. But I don't know what for. I mean, after all Aethys did in the Deadfire, people don't come here anymore. Our captain, she's... I don't know. I don't want to talk out of turn.
Relax. You're not the first person to have a bad commander.
It's not like that. I mean, it didn't used to be. Yeda's not been quite herself lately. I've always known her to be cautious, careful. Now she charges forward recklessly. And she pushes us as hard as she pushes herself. And that's how I got hurt.
Has she been short-tempered? Distracted?
Yeah. When we make camp, she has these terrible dreams. Wakes us all up with her screaming and muttering.
Can't be sure, but it sounds like the dream scourge to me, Envoy.
He'll be the last one to have seen him, I bet. I'll just rest up here a minute before I head back to Paradise.
Take it easy. No sense getting yourself into another scrape.
Promise, I'll take it slow. Hey, Envoy, for what it's worth, I really thought I was gonna die down here. It's a lucky thing you found me then. Right, yeah. You got those assholes to save and everything. I hope they're better off than I was.
Seems like a good kid. Glad we could give him a hand. Maybe one of Juliana's girls will too.
We'll have a hard time getting out of here, but at least we gave him a fighting chance.
So, the kid said the expedition team went deeper, looking for the Oracle.
Imagine the Oracle has something to do with that creepy statue we saw before. Maybe we should take a look. Someone's up ahead. Keep your eyes open.
My sister. Can it be? Come, stand in the light. Let me look at you. It has been too long. I had feared I was the last of us, but you... Oh, the very sight of you is a balm for the soul. I am the Oracle Sargamis, servant of the once shining god, he whose light has lately dimmed. What brings you to this sacred space? An expedition? I'm afraid I don't understand.
Right. Maps, ropes, pitons, rugged boots, water for days, people down here looking for stuff.
I am familiar with the concept, tomb raiding and the like. What troubles me is why they would come here. These ruins are not so different from the many others on this island, except that they are a good deal more treacherous. And this representation of Aethys we stand before, it is the work of my own hands. They could not hope to move it. Do you know what their purpose is here? It's a reasonable question, I'll grant you. You must understand, this place has seen so few visitors for so long that I often retreat into my private quarters. To read, you understand, or pray, or sleep. Age has made me slow. I tire easily. I sleep now more hours than I wake. They could have already come and gone, and I would be none the wiser. In any case, you haven't told me what it was they searched for. Or do you not know? Ah, the splinter of Aethys. I suppose it was too much to hope they were here to examine these exquisite ruins. Truly, it is their loss. The splinter of Aethys is a sliver of shinbone from my lord's titan body. It was carved from his skeleton many centuries ago. Yet long after the gods left this mortal world to claim their dominion in the beyond, the splinter is infused with the very essence of my lord's power. To illuminate without fire, to heal without injury, and to speak without voice. It rests in a shrine deep within this temple complex, beyond the reach of looters, visitors, or indeed, myself. The path to the relic has fallen to ruin. Some sections are flooded, and others are infested with all manner of creatures. Although, perhaps you might assist me with that.
Right. Here it comes.
You see, this construction beside us is no mere statue, but a reliquary I have built to house the splinter of Aethys in its appropriate grandeur. It is nearly complete, and ready for the splinter to be interred. But I can no longer reach the relic on my own. Return it to me, and who knows, perhaps you will meet your expedition along the way. I am most grateful. Oh, and please refrain from touching my statue or devices. May light illuminate your path, sister.
Roots clogging up this tunnel. Almost like they're reaching for something.
I see light. I think we can swim through.
in hot.
Ready, aim.
Stand back.
Six years in Dawn Shore, and I never knew something this big was under our feet the whole time.
Worth and wrath!
Coming for the right! On your right! Nothing? Give me a second. Another down. Everyone okay? Nuts. What are we dealing with here?
Thorns beside violets, essence twisted out of shape. A pulse beating out of time. Should it be disturbed?
If it weren't for the creepy oracle and the invading roots, this place would be kinda nice. There's the relic. It can't be as easy as just grabbing it, can it?
Right. I haven't been in a lot of ancient ruins, but you don't have to be an expert tomb robber to think this is probably a trap.
Seek!
Just mine.
Seek!
The false idol. It waits.
Something's moving in the main chamber.
Be your sake! Isos! Athek worth and wrath!
Who's ready for more? That ought to be all of them, right? Wayon must have flooded during that earthquake. Blasted ruins.
Well, better a flood than a cave-in.
Why has he come here? Why does he build the idol in this place?
Something's not right here. Take a look around. We found the expedition. Looks like they've only been dead a few hours. But how did they get in here?
They didn't come the same way we did. I'll remind you we had to swim here. And look, there's no way these people died of natural causes. Murder usually leaves a mark.
It's like every member of the expedition team just collapsed. Oh. Like they'd been completely drained of essence.
If I thought you could just zap someone's soul out of their body, I wouldn't even get up in the morning.
You need to get out more, Marius. Animancers have been zapping folks for centuries.
If either of you so much as points a stick at me, I'm going to be very upset.
The Oracle couldn't have put the expedition's souls in the statue of Aethys, right? There's still a lot of debate over what even happened at Ukaizo. Perhaps the Oracle knows the truth. Or perhaps he's just as lost as we are. Aethys is a dangerous god associated with Eora's bloodiest wars, and he recently killed thousands of people in Deadfire. Now, we have a piece of him, and we're about to face a maniac who wants it desperately. Tread carefully.
Even the flood could not stop him. Fealty or sickness?
I don't know what this guy's capable of, but I've got your back.
are. I worried for you when the earth shook.
Lies like wasps.
You have been gone some time. Do you carry the splinter of Aethys? Yes, the earthquakes, and the roots that seem to always accompany them. They are not a new occurrence, I'm afraid. This land has always had an unstable quality to it, but it has worsened in recent years. Grown violent. Is it my work the land abhors? Is it the arrival of your Emperor's soldiers? Or are these tremors merely the convulsions of this island's lone volcano? You will need the scientific minds of Emerald Stair to tell you, for I certainly cannot say. Whatever the cause, the disturbances are getting worse. I fear this whole place could collapse at any moment. Ah, I did not expect you to be so thorough in your explorations. Nevertheless, I am impressed. As to whether I killed them, well, that is a matter of semantics. Does death occur the moment the heart ceases beating, or when the soul is broken upon the wheel? In one sense, then they are quite dead. In another, they remain very much alive. In either case, they have entered a state of change, and the impetus was mine. Yes, you and you alone see my purpose clearly. You see, I have given them the opportunity to be part of something larger than themselves. With your help, I shall give them a new commission. To prosecute the redemption of a god. Do you carry the relic I asked you to collect? Excellent. The relic you have retrieved was stolen from Aethys' body. He is bound to it, or it to him. And before the events at Ukaizo, he would speak to me through it. He speaks to me no longer, but I believe he resonates with the splinter yet, as I do. If I am correct, when it is placed in the statue, the magnifying power of the Ardra will draw him into it, and he will be trapped. Locked into the reliquary with a chorus of furious souls acting as his conscience. He will finally begin the work of making right all the wrong he has done. All that is left is for you to place the splinter into the statue's chest. Will you do it?
Me? If I ever suggest helping some crazy Nimdu bring a statue to life for religious reasons, please kill me then and there.
Look, I'm all for second chances, but restoring the god who started the Saints' War and left a trail of corpses and dead fire? Even I can see that's a bad idea. And I can't imagine a worse fate than spending an eternity as one of those poor souls stuck with him. I've heard I can change him before.
I cannot say. But when I return to the wheel, I pray I do not see Aethys there, for it will mean that I have failed. You see, my sister, you must understand. I am willing to endure a life of greatest loneliness, so that he may repent. Aethys is weak, if he persists at all. He expended tremendous soul energy manifesting in the body of Moros Nua and marching it across the Deadfire. By the time he reached Ukaizo, he was spent, and used the very last of his power to destroy the wheel. The god that is left is but a wisp of purpose, floating through the beyond. It is that wisp I will capture. Thank you. Once you have placed the splinter into the statue, power my devices just over there. Together, we will observe the results. Climb up the scaffolding there and place the relic in the statue. There we are. Now, to fill the statue with essence. Do me the honor of pulling the lever, just there. And my lord will return to face justice. Any moment now. My god Aethys, are you there? No! It's not working! Something is wrong. My lord Aethys has not returned. Something is missing from my design. Something I did not account for. It must be the chime. Without its ringing, he cannot hear the statue's call. My sister, will you join my holy work and lend your chime to the cause? You cannot ask me that. If you knew all that I have done, how arduously I have labored. No! I would sooner give my soul over to Rimagant and let it be trampled beneath his hoof. That can't be true. Nothing I have read in my studies has said anything of the sort. No. 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 You have beheld my statue. You have carried the splinter of Aethys. You witnessed my power and the power of my lord. My sister, please. Why do you lie to me? But then, why did he leave? Why did he leave without me? What did I do wrong? Why does he not love me? Oh my God, what do I do now? have much to consider. Excuse me. I must pray. I must pray.
I've always believed in second chances, but I've never seen a change of heart. I guess your Emperor really did send someone special.
So we're not fighting them? I'm not mad or anything, just surprised.
It wakes. A host. Form-given life. One day when we are free, we could return here, dwell in this body, feel the earth again. But it is a sprout. Fragile. It must sleep here undisturbed. A secret you could keep. Tell us, will you give us this gift? We are not sure. Could we touch the world? Walk in the ocean? Sift our fingers through sand? A shard of Adra tethers it to us. Yet it is weak. A quagmire of essence occludes its veins. If we had time to tend it, perhaps we could find a way. This prison holds us, silences us. The years fade like leaves. We have no memory of summer, warm fire, soothing rain. We could walk gently in this body, tend, grow, learn anew. But we must claim it. A vessel to hold us. We will remember this. The Adra strains. It aches, a choking barricade of souls. Essence like mud, we cannot swim here. It must be flushed out. Free this obstruction, then when our prison bars fall, we will see.
Hey, Envoy. Back with us?
New earth to till, we flower. We rest now. We must consider this.
Ah, it's you. I have prayed over what you said, that I should travel to the Deadfire and help put right all that Aethys destroyed. I will do it. And I will pursue it with the fullness of my attention through the last of my days. Before I leave this place, I was hoping you might tell me, what became of my statue? Oh, I hope you know what you are doing. I have to believe that is for the best. Thank you for releasing me from this burden. For the first time in decades, I feel light. I hope we will meet again, my friend. If not in this life, then the next. I fear you have a long and difficult journey ahead, Envoy of Adir. I leave you with my blade. I do not need it any longer.
Never thought I'd be so relieved to see Paradise.
Well, that was certainly an experience of some kind. Let's go catch up with our link.
I think worth and wrath!
Arms up! Glad that's all.
I think worth and wrath!
A lot of explorers end up dead here. But, hey, they're not you.
I think worth and wrath!
Come and get me. Let me catch my breath.
Isoksobi!
That's one for us.
A squad mate took a bet to steal an ogre's club. He lost that bet. And both of them.
Guards come to claim him. You, what are you doing? This is a crime scene. That's evidence.
That's the Imperial envoy. Stay out of her way.
Oh, right. My mistake.
Good.
Welcome back, Envoy. Show it here. Remind me not to get on your bad side. Seems you're making a habit out of killing ogres. Let's hope the next one you run across is a bit more amicable. Be safe out.
Mine.
Hey, it's the Envoy!
Envoy, hey!
I swear, I owe you the world.
I owe her the world. She saved my life, remember?
Yeah, you only told me about 100 times.
Hey, where's Yeda? Is everyone else on their way?
No. Oh, gods. Does she mean...
They didn't make it, Offric. I'm sorry.
But you saved Cadman. You couldn't save them? Or you didn't try?
What happened?
I can't understand this.
Hey, Offric, hey, listen. We always knew that was a risk, right? And we told ourselves.
Better to go out at the bottom of the world or the top. And dying in bed like Granda, asking what if.
Did you avenge them? Is the Oracle dead? What? But he...
More senseless killing won't bring them back. They didn't get justice, but at least I got my brother back.
Don't be a baby. You would have been fine without me.
What I mean to say is, we're grateful, Envoy. Ambassador Heelgard has written to Expedition Command back in High Crown to see if they'll let us come home.
Well, while we wait for their reply, I thought...
Wait. Let me guess. Mermaid's Den.
You told him?
It was a moment of weakness. I thought I was dead. Oh, that reminds me. I wanted to give you this. It belonged to our grandfather. He'd always wanted to join the Corps, but life got in the way. When we were recruited, he gave it to us to remind us to live well.
We take turns. Cadman had it last, so he gets to decide what we do with it. Well, I'm sure you've got big envoy things to do.
I don't know if you heard, but there's a plague on and everything.
If you're ever in High Crown, look us up.
Yeah, we can drink to the Corps together.
I wish things had turned out better for the rest of their crew, but I'm glad they made it.
These two will be just fine. I'm sure of it.
One of them may even get a happy ending.
Hello? Please, we don't want any trouble.
Who is that, Laughlin? I hear unfamiliar footsteps, love.
Visitors, dearest. No one we know. Sorry for that. My husband's recently lost his sight. He's easily confused. Can I help you with something? Oh, Ramay! Yes, of course we know her.
Oh, Ramay! Ah, good soul on that woman. We went through some hard times together.
That we did, dearest. Did Ramay tell you we have enemies back in Adia?
It's true. Only a matter of time before their friends spot us in the city.
We don't want any trouble. Just to live our lives in peace. So, it's time to move on. Only it's not so easy as just walking out the door. First off, we need herbs.
Ondra's kiss, the apothecary said. She'll be able to get these eyes back in shape.
Only the apothecary didn't have any. Said it grows by the Eastern Gorge, overlooking the massive skeleton of some beast. Dangerous place. Oh, well, that makes it easy. Ah, thank you kindly. If it's not too much to ask, we also need to get our land deeds for Thirdborn. We bought them through an Almauer broker in the city, but we haven't been able to get them.
Oh, it's a miracle, love.
That it is. Thank you again. We can't thank you enough. There is one thing more, though.
Oh, yes. That.
The smugglers who are taking us out of here, they're beached north of the sea stacks, away from where the Adirans are looking. No, it's not that. The problem is that these smugglers found out we're Adiran.
Don't like us much.
And they've doubled their price. We had barely enough for the journey before. Yes, I'm afraid we can't pay what they're asking.
And if they knew what we were wanted for, they'd probably charge us triple.
Bloodwine!
Oh, I mean... Oh, shit.
Yes, we're not proud of our past. There's no easy way to say this.
We killed 2 people.
It was a land dispute. Things got out of hand. There was a fight.
Huh, more than one?
But in the last one, they came at us with knives.
And we were the ones who walked away.
Ran away, across the ocean.
If everyone in the Living Lands had to answer for the mistakes of their past, this island would be as empty as the Godless left it.
Not everyone sees it that way. And now we spend our days praying to scan that Captain Alfear of the Steel Garrote doesn't find us. Thank you, Envoy.
I wish more of your officials were as understanding. They'd certainly find a warmer welcome.
Ah, you've... Ah.
Nothing to see here, friend.
It's all right. I know who she is. Heard you died and came back.
Look alive, ladies and gents. We have a visitor. A kind-hearted Adiran. How nice for them to find a friend here. The way I understand it, they don't have many friends among your countrymen.
Take it easy on her, Soldice. She's all right. For an Adiran.
Fine, if you say so. Well, what do you want? No deal. Pay the difference, or forget it.
Soldice, the envoy saved my life at Northreach.
And glad I am that you're here. But a deal is a deal. We don't give handouts.
It's 2 clients. Believe me, you don't want to get on her bad side.
Oh, Andra's tits! Are we a charity now? Fine. Tell your miserable countrymen the deal is settled. Free of charge. We'll take them to Thirdborn when they're ready.
Literally, don't mention it. Remember, I still don't know you.
Why people choose to live in a place like this, we'll never know.
Ever wish you could move back?
Many didn't. Paradise doesn't have room for all of the Adiran new arrivals.
Take that back. This is good people. Little shits.
Nice and quiet here.
Stay back! They might circle around. It's the damn gulls! I can't go outside without them attacking me. Helios cursed me. The birds never let me rest. When they're not pecking me, they're... Last year, my crew and I ran aground off Oracle. Ever since that night, her minions...
Sailors and our superstition.
What else could they... We may have been carrying some ill-got... They've got my crew swollen nets. The one treasure I have in this world, but no. I can't even keep that. I've climbed rigging for years. It's not like I swear they could smell fear.
No, I'm just not used to seeing people like you. And unpretentious godlike. The Living Lands really does have everything. Anyway...
Flute up here sometimes. It's nice and quiet at night.
Oh, you're back. Praise Boudica. Ah, you've come back. Oh, wonderful. Did you hear that, dearest?
I did, love. Praise Wodak.
Thank you so much. I don't think we'll be needing these anymore. Please, take them. Now, if you'll excuse us, we need to get ready for the journey.
And if you ever find your way to Thirdborn, please, come find us. It would be lovely to see you again.
You just saved their lives, Envoy. Well done.
Boys lack of trust is going to get them killed.
All gotta die sometime.
Ahek worth and wrath!
Let's show them!
You'll sink!
I was just getting warmed up. Can't tell you how many ships have come to a bad end on those rocks.
Not seeing any sign of some magical experiment.
Captain knew this wasn't a sure thing.
I think I sprained my shoulder. Aye, aye.
I don't agree with all of you, Adiramos, but you're right to be suspicious of animancy. Don't tell Liviana I said that.
knew it.
Got it! Oh, take a breather, folks. Getting out of this alive.
Captain.
Please, please don't hurt us. We're just trying to get this Audra for Captain Bardado before she comes and kills us. We made a mistake. Defalva's Audra is unretrievable. On the bottom of the sea, somewhere between here and the Deadfire. We acquired some luminous Audra from the Valian Trading Company, meaning to sell it to Sapiento Defalva in Paradis. My ship sank in a massive storm on the way here, and the Audra was lost. We got to shore, but that's the least of our worries. You got it. But the Valians won't accept that as an excuse. They want Audra to replace what we took. Our plan was to tell the client we couldn't get the Audra and hide out in Paradis until we knew we were out of trouble. The Valians weren't far behind us. Bardado gave us one last chance. If we could find enough Audra to replace what we lost. Are you serious? You do that for us? If that means what I think it means, I'm all for it. Better odds than we have now. We're supposed to bring the Audra to Bardado at the Usher's Hand just north of here. She's probably already there waiting for us. If you somehow make it out alive with the Audra, get it to Sapiento Defalva in Paradis. Maybe he'll do some good with it. I don't even care about the Audra at this point.
Listen, I wanted to talk to you about Juliana. I know you're not asking my opinion, but for what it's worth, I appreciate you understanding her situation. Fair enough. Still, I'm glad you were able to recognize the greater evil. Out here, you've got to live and let live. Principles are one thing, but you can't let them get in the way of basic decency. I wish more of your countrymen took that view. I'm sure you had your own reasons, but I'm glad you helped those two fugitives get to Thirdborn. A lot of people in your position would have left them high and dry, or turned them in. Yeah, I thought so too. We've all been there. I'm just glad to see people get a second chance. And I'm relieved to know you're the kind of person who's willing to grant them, even when your official duties might suggest otherwise. I've been told I snore, so I hope you don't exile me from camp. I'll be here if you need me.
Fior Mesiverno, huh? Guess if you're looking for an animancer, that's the place to go. Take everything you know about forests and make it 100 times more aggressive. I've led a few people there from Paradise or Thirdborn, and I've almost lost someone on every trip.
Someone's slipping.
I said, almost. Not if you keep your head and follow my lead, you won't. Right, changing the subject. Not before I've done some reading.
The armored mask. We dream of steel and charred earth and flame. The memory binds. Flee from her. We fear. For us. For you. Blazing ire. It burns and feeds upon itself. Pain through the smoke. You are not safe with her. We reach, but the old scar. A storm from the same spot. Steer. No, the flame spreads toward.
I've always hated spiders.
You think she'd have listened to the veterans?
Hold it there, Aimika. We're expecting someone tonight for sure. But you're not them. You got it, pal. Though I'd put money down that you spoke to my good friend Trevik. Told you we were the baddies, did he? Trevik and his scabby newts stole Adra from the Valiant Trading Company. This is widely advised against. You see what I mean? So I'm here in my capacity as a procurement agent, if you will. I bring back the Adra, or I bring back their head. Cute. No, Barrister, me. But failure to sell off their stolen goods doesn't erase the fact that they were stolen in the first place. Oh, you have it with you, eh? Interesting. Let's hear your offer. Oh, really? You think any of us has the kind of money to pay for any amount of luminous Adra? It's only found in one part of the world, and it's all controlled by one company that can set whatever price it wants. That bit of Adra you have there is worth more than Trevik's and his crew's lives combined. Well then, I guess we'll go kill Trevik and his crew after we take the Adra from your corpse. Bring me their heads! You're gonna regret it!
Lead him in.
Nice job, everyone.
Tragedy. A recently arrived envoy from Adir was assassinated just inside the front gates. Killer is still at large. Lone fisherman missing. Last seen near the watermill, northwest of the river.
My friend, any chance you found some luminous Adra for me? Thank you. Thank you! Now my work can continue. Take this. I was saving it for a rainy day, but who knows when that will be. Perfectly honest? My track record isn't great, but this is the best chance I've ever had. Thank you again, my wonderfully unique friend. May you find a kinship with this land.
Welcome back, Envoy. Show it here. Guess you were just the one storm she couldn't...
The Living Lands isn't friend.
Can't say I'm sad to be leaving Paradise. I had no idea how tense things were with the Adirans moving in. And now we have to worry about whether the man who killed you is going to try again.
It's what most of us come here for. I only wish more of us really got one. Unfortunately, the Steel Garrote will see this as an excuse to crack down. I get the feeling they've been looking for one.
Steel Garrote? I figured...
Oh, I hear you. Unfortunately, if you're marching shoulder to shoulder, some of their stink is bound to rub off on you.
I don't like that Ludwig woman. She gives me the vreekas.
Yeah, I've seen floggings gentler than the scolding she gave Hilgard. One's tacking when the other's jibing, if you catch my drift. And that's gonna mean trouble for everyone around them before long.
And it's a good thing we're getting out of this city.
Yeah. Much as Liviana misses our company, I wouldn't count on your mysterious friend reviving you a second time.
Are you listening to that friend when you go all blank-eyed from time to time? Does your special friend talk to you? I mean, I had an imaginary friend when I was little, but they never brought me back from the dead.
He means that with all due professional respect, of course.
How do you know this friend doesn't mean us any harm?
So they do mean us harm.
Funny. Keep joking when the envoy starts sprouting mushrooms and attacking everyone.
Easy, Marius. Whatever this is, I don't think she has the Dream Scourge.
Well, you can't fault me for being thorough.
We're headed to Fior Messi Verno to see if the Animancers know anything about the Dream Scourge, right? Maybe we'll learn something about your condition in the process.
Right. When it comes time to deal with Animancers, you two are on your own.
The Living Lands is an odd place, period.
But so are the Animancers.
I haven't been back in a while, but Fior is, an interesting place. It was founded about 50 years ago by a disgraced Valian duke and a handful of Animancers who'd soured on politics in the Republics.
Town full of nobles, scholars, and leeches, all surviving off the work of the farmers who grow food for the whole island. Right. You know, present company excluded, and all that.
Don't take it personally. Marius only does this with people he likes.
I'd say something back at you, but I'm just not feeling it for some reason.
See what I mean? It turns out that academics are as ungovernable as the rest of us rabble.
You don't understand what they're messing with. They can't tame the wilds with machinery.
They've held it at bay, until recently. Their ingenuity, or madness, or heresy, take your pick, has fed a lot of people in the Living Lands. But, rumor has it, some unnatural blight is destroying their crop. We'll find out soon enough. And while we're in Emerald Stair, there's something I've been putting off. An old friend from my time in Thirdborn had a cabin out in the woods. Tama. He passed a while ago, but he left something for me that I never got around to picking up. But since we'll be in Emerald Stair anyway. You won't regret it. Emerald Stair's lovely this time of year. Even the Delumgon bloom.
No matter what I tell you, you keep picking flowers from things that want to kill you.
Hey, they love me. You just gotta ask nicely. Compliment their foliage.
Right. Maybe buy them a drink before they choke you to death with vomit. Well, you came to the right place.
You and I have quite the adventure ahead of us, Envoy.
I have, you know, things to do back in Paradise. It keeps me plenty busy.
Come to think of it, I haven't been to Emerald Stair in a while, and the Envoy's never been. Know any good guides we could hire?
None that could help the two of you. You need the best guide in the lands to keep you from getting yourselves killed.
Hey, you don't have to butter me up.
Now that you mention it, you're gonna need my help if you're traveling through the lands with this Nimdut. I have 2 rules. No campfire songs and no hugs. That last one's non-negotiable.
I hear wiggle room on the singing.
If we're done being ridiculous, we should get some rest. We'll be in Emerald Stair tomorrow.
Good to have you with us, Marius.
Right. Go to bed before you violate the hugging rule. By the way, I never met that Orlin girl before in my life.
What Orlin girl?
You remember. The one in the camp in Shadow Peaks? With the thing on her head?
Oh, yeah. Nice eyes, chipped tooth. Thinking about her again, huh?
You thought we had a past or something. But I never seen her before in my life.
We could see her again if you want. I think she liked you.
Well, anyway, just wanted to clear that up. Yeah, a good talk.
Some women love brooding, mysterious types. You just gotta work on your small talk.
Oh, this will be a deal to help us forward. Please.
Looks like she could use our help.
Don't get too comfortable. There's more on the way. Oh, fantastic. People. I was about to lose my wits.
A mind's question. The dust of the Akita in her hair. She knocks. We would answer.
You wouldn't happen to have a ladder on hand, would you?
No ladders, Envoy. Wouldn't fit in the packs.
You're welcome to my shoulders.
Shoot. That vase is far too high for me, and a ladder would have been perfect. But perhaps we don't need one. You're tall, striking, and well-toned.
If you keep encouraging her, she's going to climb you.
Watch out, Envoy. She seems to have a thing for you.
Careful, darling. I already have a lover. A good one. Skilled with his hands. He always carries a ladder. But, sadly, he's busy helping the Animancers in Fjord. And I need this vase now. That doesn't excuse your lack of a ladder, dearie. The vase sits atop that tower beside us, in the ruins there. And once you've got it, look me up. Yatsley, wizard extraordinaire, godless expert, and a Balrog in the bedroom.
You do meet the most interesting people.
I can get you 1,000 vases that don't require going into some ancient ruins, but no one listens to me.
Please tell me you found the vase.
right on time.
I think worth and wrath!
Another glorious battle.
Darling, you are aware I can see you digging through my things, aren't you? Andra's titties, you found it! I tried using magic to get the vase down, but alas, thankfully you and your little friends came along and saved the day.
Excuse me. We're all bigger than you are, Nimdude.
I may be small, but my magic is not, I assure you. Oh, trust me, my love Quilichi has told me so many times, but I cannot resist. How could I ignore a vase like this? Think of all the secrets and memories it holds. Of course, follow the path through the fields. The settlement walls should appear through the fog. I'd best pack up myself. Thank you for your help, Godlike, even if you didn't have a ladder.
I've got a few inches to spare if she changes her mind.
I think worth and wrath!
Good work. Take your best shot.
Take a moment, people.
Worth and wrath!
I've never seen Emerald stare like this. It's usually so nice.
I think worth and wrath!
Let's go. Here we go.
I don't see what's the problem.
If you can't see it, I doubt I can explain it to you.
Tell me another solution that would be half as efficient as that.
As if people weren't hungry.
They just make me feel uncomfortable.
I'm glad to see revenants working in our fields. I see nothing wrong with it.
What if the body used to be your brother? Your grandfather? You, Adiran, you know what a revenant is, don't you? Your dead friends and family walking around rotting all over your cabbages?
Thank you, friend. With luck, that will buy me a few moments of quiet.
This place could use a broom or two. And maybe a team of gardeners.
Worth and run!
Nice shot! Watch yourself.
We your sake!
I really don't think you can deny that everything wrong in Fior obviously comes from using animancy.
We don't use animancy on our farms in Donshore. Our forests aren't trying to kill us.
I don't know what you want from me. The other Animancers and I are just doing the best we can to survive.
Fior will be better able to survive if they accept help from the Adirans.
The Adirans have already made great strides in bringing order to Paradis.
I just want to go home without being harassed.
They're not bad people.
How else will they learn if we don't tell them how things should be?
You showed up at a bad time.
Dad, I pretty much brought that plague bear down. by
Word of
myself.
advice, give a wide berth to one of our animancers. She came storming up the hill with a wheelbarrow full of spoiled crops.
Animancers fighting? This I have to see.
This isn't the first time Giat has put the governor in his place. The governor's manor is on the far side of town. You can't miss it.
I was hoping to learn some local curses.
Looking forward to seeing what it looks like when Animancers fight.
Ah, the Emperor's envoy. Inquisitor Ludwig said you might be heading this way. Captain Alfair of the Steel Garrote. If you're here to speak with Vidaro, I'm afraid you'll find the governor is quite beyond reason. These Valians in their... While they theorize and do nothing, but worry not, envoy. We all have our part until...
She's as subtle as a broadside.
Does subtle mean something different outside of Solace?
Can I interest you in some glaive berries or Barrett's bells, perhaps? Welcome to Poria in Velino, the finest... All ingredients are fully stocked.
And all godlike. I've heard whispers that one of your kind was here. In case it wasn't clear, I'm the point of it. If you must know, that could... Ahora... Oh, those poor souls. Please bring them peace, Aimika. Becoming part of a blight is not a... Oh, the Trentons. A bunch of batzos. Be careful with old Nuna. Ah, those Delamgan. They're not evil. It is just in their nature to push back against the expansion of civilization. Still, survival of the fittest and all that, eh?
Would you care for a refreshment? If you are looking for sanctuary, you have found it. The Gifted Magpie is a house of calm, rational discussion. We have only 2 rules of conduct. Maintain dignity and speak in a soft tone of voice. To put it gently, yes. Giada Castel is giving our governor a piece of her mind, loud enough to rattle the windows. Animancers are miracle workers, but their work breeds obsession, rivalry, and bitter disagreement. Their anxiety keeps me in business. This tea house is where troubled minds come to approach problems from a quieter angle. Regrettably, we are out of tea. My stockpile is exhausted, and the harvest has not kept up with demand. We have other goods for sale, if you care to peruse them. Trinkets I have collected over the years.
spirits are truly wonderful, powerful, self-aware, and reach with insight.
Insight, you say?
Indeed. The spirits have access to a lifetime.
Careful! We're all ready. I had one job. One job. Look out for her, Fidelio. How hard could that have been? If I could help myself, do you think I'd be in here? I don't mean that. I have a lot on my plate. My two youngest rangers were supposed to report back from their rounds. I assumed they'd turn up. But it's been 3 days now. They're still not here. Belena and Adelaro are their names. Haven't seen more than 20 winters and... gods, they act their age. They were good rangers once. But since they've caught each other's eye, all they do is sneak off to... That's a delicate way to put it.
Well, there's worse places to make the four-legged beast. I promise you that.
New recruits running off with each other? Oh man, this brings me back.
Anyway, I never thought I had any cause for concern. They always found their way back eventually, but they haven't this time. They're out there, all alone, and they could be in danger, and I... The last time I saw them, I sent them to patrol the northern riverbed. If you go that way, please, keep an eye out for them. I'm losing my mind in here.
Two young Nimdutin wandering out by a river. Consider them found.
Maybe we don't look too soon. Give them a while. Know what I mean?
Pour you a drink, good like?
The crops are rude.
Can anything be done?
Well, apologies for the ruckus. You can't take... But finding an animancer you can trust, that's harder. I try Quilici and the Giata. They are the only outside and up the stairs. They're arguing with Vidaro. Welcome back, envoy.
Welcome. Well, I was not expecting such an esteemed guest in my humble workshop. Nay, not really. Under...
Giata, what's the meaning of this?
Look at these crops. Look at your city. The Dream Scourge is laying waste to our home.
There is no Dream Scourge in Emerald Stair.
The land begs to differ, and I can prove it.
We can discuss this in private.
We are discussing it now. How can you ignore what's right in front of you? The Dream Scourge is here, in the soil, and it's killing us. Oh my goodness. Are you a godlike?
Charmed. Forgive me for staring. It's just, we don't see many of your kind anymore.
Maybe you can talk some sense into our governor. Put the fear of the gods in him.
Seems more likely you'll have to punch some sense into him.
Excuse me, but unless you have official business, I'll thank you not to involve yourself in our private discussion. Ah, of course. The Adiran envoy. Ambassador Hilgard sent a missive telling me to expect you. How delightful. You speak with a measure of authority, but I caution you to remember who's in charge around here.
Now that's what I call a first impression. As you can see, I was just proving a point to our esteemed governor.
A cart full of spoiled vegetables. You call that a point?
Ha! Emerald Stair used to be a lush garden for miles around, and now I don't even recognize it. First came the invasive species, roots and mycelium growing overnight, as though nature itself had gone mad. The Dream Scourge has twisted our lands, our wildlife, and now, our farms. Then there's no time to waste arguing with bureaucrats.
I like her already.
I believe that we can restore the land, bring back its soul and its sanity, cut off the Dream Scourge at the root. Our governor would rather ignore the problem. He doesn't trust animancy as his father did.
As usual, Giatta never misses a chance to slander me. I don't ignore her concerns, only her methods.
And you still do nothing. Before we can deal with the Dream Scourge, we first need to understand it. Unfortunately, new experiments have to go through him.
Once again, bureaucracy stands in the way of getting things done.
I'm just trying to stop Giatta from hurting herself. Animancy is dangerous when you're shooting in the dark. You must be unfamiliar with animancy. There's always collateral damage. Are you going to tell her about your family's basement? Or should I?
How dare you use that against me?
I know it was an accident. But look what it cost you. We can't let it happen again.
While we argue among ourselves, the Dream Scourge is tearing the living lands apart. Tearing our people apart. Then we'd better do it somewhere else. Well, Governor, looks like I'm taking some time away from my duties. I'll trouble you no more.
Your request is denied, Giatta.
I wasn't asking.
Your responsibilities are too unsettling.
Everything I have proposed has been for Fior. Under the circumstances, I don't have much of a choice.
Then neither do I.
Banished?
What? Ignacy, we can't lose our brightest animancer in the middle of a crisis.
Your pupil has gone too far, Quilici. Take her and leave. You're still a guest in my town. But to us, Giatta is an outcast.
It's a bit too soon to tell.
Governor, this is unacceptable. Your father would have kept this community together at any cost.
Don't bother, old man. He isn't his father. I've done all I can for Fior Mesiverna. But you haven't even tried. Now limp back to your giant house like a good dog. We should talk somewhere private. Meet me at my house due west, by the workshop.
I'll find us another bedroom.
Another time, envoy.
By tradition, the governor's manor is open to the public.
You startled me. You must be the Adiran of the failing crops. You recognize the scripture? I am asking the spirits to the dead of Fjord. It is not wise.
You've got people waiting in line for their next meal.
I got food from the grain merchant stores.
Flesh and bone. They bring the fruit to those who cannot eat. What tree calls for its branches to endure these rituals?
I did, yes. With things the way that... If I didn't think this was important, I know Elena would understand. But this does help the living. By appeasing the dead, we end the dangers their anger caused. The crops will grow again. You must take these offerings of food. The first offering goes to loggers from the old. The second, they bear the... I understand how it looks. I can't thank you enough for helping to ease the...
That did not go as I had planned.
What did you think would happen when you confronted him so?
Well, my first idea was to mess up his house. Maybe break a window or two.
Perhaps I should thank you for showing restraint. My apologies, godlike. You happened upon Fior at an inopportune time.
I'm sorry you had to see that.
Giata, some manners, if you please.
I thought she was being polite.
We're on the verge of extinction, but our governor is too busy protecting his fragile ego. What does he know? He isn't even an animancer.
You did challenge his authority.
I know, but... curses. Without Fior Mewvideos, I'm hardly even an animancer. We'll have fewer resources to work with, but anything's possible. At least now I'm free to study whatever I want. On my terms. The Dream Scourge has been a thorn in my side for too long. A good question with a good answer. For now, I shouldn't bother you with the detail. I have plans for this island, and they don't involve the Dream Scourge. But that's a story for another...
Your parents would be proud to see such tenacity.
Anyway, listen to us babble. Let's talk about you. I never expected to see an Adiran envoy here. You've got a lot of guts showing your face in a town full of animancers. We haven't even gotten started and we're already talking about ethics. I can tell I'm going to like you. Our first order of business is the Dream Scourge, but I'm also curious about you. There aren't many godlike left these days. Wouldn't that be a coincidence? I only bring it up because Anamancy might offer us some insight into your nature. Keep an open mind. While I pack up my belongings, you can help me by... I don't even know. I just realized this is the end. I have to leave your Mewvideos. Forever.
Some people don't find out who they really are until they leave home.
You'll be all right. My advice, find a good tavern and learn how to prepare squirrel over an open flame.
Maybe if I focus on what I have gained, I can learn to accept everything I've lost. When it comes to the Dream Scourge, we haven't been allowed to acknowledge the problem, much less act on a solution. Today, that changes. I need help from the animancers around town, but... I hope so, because we're running out of options. Manto Pastor is in the workshop due west. Elia Rossel is an authority on the undead. And then there's Yvette and Remy, our philosophers. Each of them owes me a favor. I'd rather not speculate until we have more data. If you have questions, I'm sure the others can answer them. We're about to make history. But first, research.
Godlike, Imperial Envoy, Research Assistant. Who knew?
You ever think, what if I wasn't a ranger?
What would you do? Get flowers.
Maybe a cowherder.
A rumble. Confounded machine.
Oh, I heard there was a new arrival, but I didn't expect a godlike. Welcome to our modest workshop. Well, maybe to you, but I was educated in the great laboratories of Spirento, in the halls of experimentation. But you didn't journey all this way to hear me reminisce about the old country. Giada, what a loss. I owe that young woman more than I could ever repay. Unfortunately, I cannot do a lick of research while my equipment is underpowered and overworked. Yes, her theory of the dream scourge, I'm quite familiar. What I need is a stronger power source. Copper allows greater power modulation through shaping, but Adra has the potential to store more essence. I could use a large single block of Adra, but harvesting it is difficult in this environment. Oh, wait. One of our rangers reported that an Adragon recently died in a western grove. Indeed, but that well is almost dry. I need more. An Adragon's heart can hold an immense amount of essence. The grove is to the west, across the chasm. You can't miss it. The rangers say a Delamgan queen holds court there. You may be able to retrieve it without violence, but most Delamgan in these parts are hostile to Keith. So you can understand why none of us went rushing over there to find it when we heard the Adragon had died. Still, Delamgan queens can be reasoned with, so if you want to get the heart peacefully, try not to kill her guards. Do be careful. Emerald Stair is not itself these days.
Well, let's go. That Atragon's heart isn't gonna yank itself out.
The Adra is healthy. It's the essence I'm concerned about.
This again. You're beginning to sound... Lagiata.
Have you ever stopped and listened to me? She might be up to something.
I'm sure her mother and father will use it. And look what happened to that.
I have to do something. I can't let anyone else discover this. Envoy, I'm sorry. I'm not concerned with that. Yesterday, I made an incredible discovery. We can use... And then I thought, what if one... No. To harness these forces for so small a price is too much power. I have been reading Athelmir's treatise on Wodica. Perhaps she's right. Maybe animals should be rated. How can I? All right, but I want...
Ado, welcome to my fine establishment, I'm Mika.
Oh, it's you.
Envoy, over here.
Good. You finally showed up. I was worried you weren't coming. The name's Keeledge. Pleasure to meet. Hilgard sent me to Emerald Stair to keep an eye on this place. I had orders to make contact as soon as you arrived. I won't talk long. He only wants me to let you know I'm here. If you need to get word to the ambassador, I'm your man. And besides you and me, no one that I know of. No one working for Heelguard, anyway. But I can tell you that even if Inquisitor Ludwine isn't here, her Nightmare Squad is. Between you and me, I think they're up to something. Something big and bad. I've got a bad feeling about this. I think the scale of their operation is dangerous. All right. I suppose I can do that. Exactly how far do you want me to go with this? Understood. Until later, Envoy.
Show me what you got! Next one's mine!
Another win, but who's counting? Mario,